Hello there and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 video, and today we are going to have a look at guilds. Now, what is a guild? According to Guild Wars 2, guilds are a great way to connect to a community and make new friends. Each guild has its own chat channel and list of members to see who's available to play with. Members cooperate to purchase additional upgrades such as leveling bonuses, shared item vaults, and the ability to throw parties. You may join a guild or start your own. So in the guild interface, what we've got is a bunch of tabs on the left, and they break things down into various categories. So we've got main, roster, upgrades, history, and ranks, and we're going to go through each of them. Also at the top here we've got your guild name and the realm that it's on. So firstly we've got the main tab, and on the left here we've got account guilds, and if you mouse over a specific guild you have some information about it. Now, the reason why the guild is listed in a little menu on the left here is because, you know, in Guild Wars 2 you can be in multiple guilds. So, you know, if you want to be in a guild that's more PvE oriented or PvP oriented, you can do that, and you don't have to leave your, you know, alternate guild. Or you can be in a guild that's more kind of RP focused. You can do whatever you want and you don't have to really leave any of them. What you do in order to you know, be in a guild, as in actually be in a specific guild rather than a bunch of guilds, is represent that guild. So, you know, once you're representing a specific guild, that's kind of like you're in that guild, but you can still be in other guilds. So anyway, that's what that's all about. That's why it says account guilds there. And in the main kind of overview here, you have a main overview of what's going on in the guild. So you've got the guild name, how many people are online, the influence of that guild, we'll get to that in a minute, the tag, which is the sort of shortened version of the name that people choose, and the guild message of the day, and obviously the list of what's going on with people who are online, etc. Guild message of the day in our guild right now is nearly over because the beta weekend is nearly over, and it's, yeah, sad face. So yeah, that's like a kind of overview. Here we have an option to stand down. That's basically if I want to, you know, de-rank myself from the guild, and disrepresent that guild, basically unrepresent it. So yeah, next we've got the roster.
Accelerating.
And we have a list of players, what they're up to, you know, where they are, what their level is, what their professions are, or their, you know, their crafting professions, and then their actual professions. Online, offline status. It's pretty basic, really. And this is the big one, upgrades. So this number here is influence, okay? And basically you earn influence by basically playing the game and representing the guild. By doing that you earn influence for the guild. And influence can be spent in a number of ways that kind of modify guild stuff and give access to certain things. So here we've got current upgrades, and this is where everything in your guild is available for use is displayed. So at the moment we haven't really got anything here. But you know, there's different categories of upgrades and we'll go through them each. So we've got politics, and this one, it says, gives the guild social and experience benefits. So let's have a look at some examples. Guild Armourer contract. So this allows guild members to purchase armour items and display the guild emblem. So you'll get a little symbol for your guild. Vendors are available in major cities, so you can get them from those. And the build time is listed there. So that's like how long it's going to take you to get that, basically, because it takes time for these things to actually be built in a funny kind of way, because you have to kind of build them by putting them into the queue. And there are requirements for each. You can see what they are. You know, this one requires the first two, I think it is. Well, the first and the third, but it kind of progresses downwards, as does the cost association, the influence cost. So let's have a look at another one. Guild weapons, so we've done that one. Guild banquet. Spawns a banquet table, keg, and various other party items which players can eat and drink from, and it lasts 1 hour. What else? 5% Karma banner. Spawns a guild banner that will give 5% Karma buff to any ally that touches it for 30 minutes. So that's a brief overview of some of the politics ones. Let's have a look at the Art of War. This is obviously a more combat-based one. So, World vs. World 4 plus 10% magic find. For 12 hours, any fortification held by your guild in a World vs. World will give allies a better chance to discover rare loot. What else have we got? Guild Catapult. Create a catapult siege engine that costs less supply to set up than normal. So, you'll basically be able to build that quicker. So these are some pretty nice little bonuses for combat. Economy. Obviously kind of money based or productivity based stuff. So research economy level 2. Increase your guild's skill in the field of economy to level 2. 10% magic find for 3 days. For 3 days, guild members have 10% better chance to find rare loot. Traveling antique shows are great. 15% karma for 24 hours. For 24 hours, your guild receives an additional 50% karma from dynamic events. Pretty nice. And architecture. Architecture gives the guild access to new features, some convenience, and is required by some other category upgrades. So we've got things like the Guild Workshop, which allows an additional upgrade to be building simultaneously. So you can be building sort of 2 different types of upgrade at once. It's kind of nice. Deep Cave. The Deep Cave will expand your treasure trove by another 100 slots. So that's basically your guild's loot area, I guess. And that one takes a week to build, so it's pretty significant build time on that one. And what we've got at the end is the build queue. So the build queue is where you see what's going on with stuff that you're building. So if I want to build, for instance, Research Politics level 1, and I click Add, that will now add that item, and the influence will be spent. And you can see here that it's ticking away, and it'll give me, the time counting down, and it's going to take 15 hours, 59 minutes, and 45 seconds for that one to finish building. Let's add another one to the queue. Let's add a combat-based one. Research Art of War level 1. Let's add that. Okay. And so that'll start counting down when that one reaches 0 and completes. So that's kind of how that works. And this is just a brief look at it. It is slightly more to it than that, but all the information that you want to know about it is available on the official wiki. So do go and have a look. This is the history tab, and as you can see in the first 2 lines of this, you can see it's just literally got what I've done half a minute ago and a minute ago, which is add these 2 things to the build queue. And then it's got all the other stuff listed down here. So members completed 3 activities, earning 6 influence. Rob changed the guild message of the day. It's just like, it's basically a log of events that happen that are significant, which is quite useful, if you want to track certain things or find out when exactly something happened, when a member joined, all that kinds of stuff. You can track things like influence specifically, message of the day changes, who joined the guild on the roster, and the upgrades that have been queued, or you can just filter it by all. So, these are the filters obviously on the side. And you get a little button there that can change the message of the day. And then the ranks are here. So we've got 3 ranks in our guild at the moment, and the rights for each of those ranks are available here. So the leader obviously has everything. What's this one at the bottom? New members will start at this rank. Yeah, so you obviously don't tick that one for leader. Officers, slightly less, and then going down to member, hardly anything at all. But you can set it up however you want, and you can just quite easily create a new rank, so let's do that. Let's call it newbie, and let's not give them any rights, except for the basic ones, yeah. And you can just quite easily delete it as well. So anyway, thanks again guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your community. We do appreciate all the support. We look forward to seeing you guys again in the near future. Thanks very much for watching, bye bye.